Can our theme team MVPs win a Stanley Cup? Let's find out. Happy Labor Day to everyone watching. It is finally time to put all our theme team MVPs together in season 2 on the same team and see how many Stanley Cups they can win. 20 episode build to this team. Remember, you guys voted for every single player here. I tried to limit the amount of duplicates from season 1 into season 2. We still have 4 or 5 of the same players, which isn't bad. I was expecting like almost a carbon copy team, but that's not the case. But before we get into all the action, we must give an introduction to every player and how they got to be on this team today. Representing our first alphabet team we've ever made is Artemi Panarin. From the Wheel of Cover Athletes, Mario Lemieux, one of the 5 men to be featured on both Theme Team MVP squads. From the Wheel of Captains, Patrick Kane. Leon Draisaitl representing our NHL 20 draft champion draft. The Brick Invitational alumni squad's representative is none other than Austin Matthews, who's also making his second appearance on an MVP theme team. Speaking of, Nathan McKinnon doing that as well. He represents the Memorial Cup winners team. Once again, the last forward to be making his second appearance, Sidney Crosby, representing the Face-Off Wins Leaders squad. Mark Messier representing the Alberta Born Players team. Steve Yzerman representing the British Columbia Born Players squad. Matthew Tkachuk representing the team of RFAs. He's an RFA no longer. Dylan Larkin representing Team North America. And then John Tavares representing the Wheel of Ontario Born Players. Defense is different from the first Theme Team MVPs video because last time I made sure you guys picked 6 defensemen. This time I did not. I believe we only have, that's right, 2 actual defensemen, and then the rest are forwards playing defense. Cale Makar being the only defenseman to be on both Theme Team MVPs. And this time he is representing the team of all defensemen, so it just makes the most sense. Chris Chelios is representing the all-time penalty minute leaders squad. Matt Sundin is representing my favorite player squad, which makes the most sense because he is my favorite player, so I love that he won that vote. Saskatchewan Born Players representative is Brian Trottier. Trevor Zegers representing the all-rookies team, and then Taylor Hall representing the NHL 20-pack opening squad. And goalies is when it gets fun because we have Martin Brodeur, was the plus-minus leader representative. And the biggest surprise or upset of the team, Michael DiPietro is our backup goalie representing the first overall pick squad. And it's funny because he's representing Rick DiPietro, who's not in the game. And Michael DiPietro, way better than Rick DiPietro, so I'm glad to have him over Rick. The last thing we must do is explain how the finale works. Since it's the finale, we're doubling the amount of seasons. We usually do 3 seasons, but this time we're doing 6 seasons, 3 in the West, and then 3 in the East, obviously starting in the West. And we're going to see how many Stanley Cups we come out with. We're finally done talking. Only thing left to do is look at the stats, so I'll see you at the end of year number 1. Starting off strong in year number 1 with a 59-18-5 record. 123 points, obviously first in the NHL. Leading our team in points, Mario Lemieux with 93, 82 for Draisaitl and Matthews, Panarin with 80, Crosby with 74, 71 for Kane, 68 for Yzerman, 68 for Messier, and then 55 for Makar. When it comes to goal scorers, Mario Lemieux leading once again with 43, Draisaitl with 39, Matthews with 35, Kane with 32, Crosby with 28, Yzerman with 24, Panarin with 22, Tavares with 19, and McKinnon with 16. And this is why Michael DiPietro is here. He might not be the best overall, but he gets it done. 12 wins in 20 games played in the backup position with a 9.12 save percentage and a 2.37 goals against average. Brodeur wins 47 of his 63 games played, 9.11 save percentage and a 2.34 goals against average with 5 shutouts. The thing about this team is we know we're making the playoffs every time. It's just how are we going to perform in the playoffs? We're starting with the Chicago Blackhawks. First 3 games are a win, a win, a win. Nothing wrong with that. Take that all day, and it does end up being a sweep. Good start. Can this team 6-peat? We've never seen that before. That would be a first. I would love to see it. They definitely have the potential. We do take a loss to Minnesota, but we are up 2-1 after 3 games. Game number 4. It's also a win, so we're 1 win away from moving on, and that's exactly what happens with a 2-0 win over the Minnesota Wild. We're facing the Dallas Stars in the conference finals, and we're going to do the first 4 games, and the series might be over. It is not, but we're up 3-1, which means we're 1 win away from the Stanley Cup Finals, and we get it done, and we will move on to face the Toronto Maple Leafs. Sentence I sadly don't say it in real life. The Toronto Maple Leafs are in the Stanley Cup Finals. Maybe one day, but but I'll just have to continue to wait patiently. Anyway, we're up 3-0, which means we'd have to get reverse swept by Toronto, which would be poetic justice, kind of, but I don't think it's going to happen. They do start with a 3-2 win in game number 4, so no sweep for us. But we get it done in the 5th game. The 4-3 win, and our first of hopefully many cups have been acquired. Lemieux with the most goals and the most points in the playoffs. 23 points for Lemieux, 22 for Matthews, 19 for Kane, 19 for Draisaitl, 17 for Chelios, Panarin with 16, McKinnon with 14, 13 for Crosby, and 13 for Yzerman. And for goals, Mario Lemieux, the only double-digit goal getter. He gets 10 on the dot. Matthews with 9, McKinnon with 8, Draisaitl, Kane, Yzerman, and Crosby all had 6. Panarin had 5, and 4 for Chelios. And then Brodeur, 4 shutouts, a 9.21 save percentage, and a 1.98 goals against average. A lot of seasons to go through, so I'm not going to look at every award, but every time we win the cup, I am going to see who won the Conn Smythe, and this year was actually Mario Lemieux. Year number 2, we casually break the all-time wins record with 67 wins, 11 losses, and 4 shootout/overtime losses, 138 points. I mean, I can't say I'm too surprised we did that because our team is absolutely amazing. 108 points for Lemieux to lead the team, 88 for Matthews, 85 for Kane, 85 for Panarin as well. 79 for Draisaitl, 76 for Messier, 72 for Yzerman, 68 for Crosby, and then 59 for Cale Makar. If we look at goals, 56 for Lemieux, 49 for Kane, 35 for Matthews, 32 for Draisaitl, 30 for McKinnon. We had 5 30-plus goal scorers, 28 for Crosby, 24 for Yzerman, 18 for Panarin, and 15 for Messier. Martin Brodeur, 52 wins in 64 games played, 7 shutouts, a 9.15 save percentage, and a 2.22 goals against average. And then Michael DiPietro, 15 wins in his 21 games played, a 9.08 save percentage, and a 2.32 goals against average. Very, very, very good goaltending. Brodeur might even win the Vezina. Remember, we broke the all-time wins record, so we should be getting our 2nd Stanley Cup in a row. No problem. We're up 2-1 after 3 games against Colorado. Can we close them out in the next 2? We cannot, but we are up 3-2. 2 chances to put away Colorado in the first round. And we don't get it done in game 6, which means game 7 could be us being eliminated in the first round, which would make any sense. Thankfully, it doesn't happen. A 3-0 win. I mean, it is Colorado. I'm acting like they suck. They definitely do not. Which they proved in real life last year. This is technically still this year. A new hockey season starts pretty soon. Definitely excited for that. But I mean, if we're beating Colorado, we should be storming through the rest of the West, if I can speak. And that is happening no problem with Nashville unless we somehow get reverse swept. Could happen. They take game 4, 4-1. They take game 5, 5-1. Are they going to take game 6, 6-1 while they're at it? They basically do. Well, at least the 6 goal part. We win 6-5 in overtime. Either way, we're up 3-1 after 4 games. And we have no problem with them winning the series 4-1. We're facing the Rangers in the Stanley Cup Finals. First 3 games, we want that back-to-back. We're getting that back-to-back, a 9-7 win. That's quite the game. Getting reverse swept is still technically a possibility, but I'm going to pretend it's not. And it definitely isn't, because we get the sweep done, and we are walking away with our 2nd Stanley Cup. Most points, no surprisingly, goes to Mario Lemieux, 29 points. Matthews, 24. Panarin, 24. 23 for Kane, 22 for Draisaitl, 21 for Messier, 19 for Yzerman, 18 for Crosby and Chelios. Goals is actually going to Matthews this time around with 16. Was actually really close to breaking the record, but couldn't get it done. 12 for Lemieux, 10 for Kane, 8 for Panarin, 7 for Yzerman, 6 for Draisaitl and Crosby, 5 for McKinnon and Chelios. And Brodeur, once again, just absolutely electric. 5 shutouts this time, beating his record from last year, or his PB, I should say. A 9.14 save percentage and a 2.28 goals against average. We want to show all the awards for this year because it's kind of hilarious. R. Ross, Lemieux. Hart Memorial, Lemieux. James Norris, Makar. Lady Byng, Lemieux. Collar goes to Raymond because we didn't have a rookie. Conn Smythe, Lemieux. Vezina, Brodeur. William M. Jennings, Brodeur. Bill Masterson, Chara. And then Frank J. Selke, Lemieux. Ted Lindsay, Lemieux. And Maurice Richard, Lemieux. Lemieux basically sweeping the awards. I mean, it's Mario Lemieux. What else could you expect? And in our 3rd and final season in the West, why not break the all-time wins record again with 68 wins, 11 losses, and 3 shootout/overtime losses? We made the best possible team, or should I say you guys made the best possible team, because we are absolutely wrecking house. 103 points for Lemieux, 91 for Kane, 77 for Panarin and Messier, 74 for Matthews and Draisaitl, 73 for Crosby, 69 for Yzerman, and 50 for Chelios. 57 goals for Lemieux is top, 41 for Kane, 30 for Matthews, 23 for Panarin, 23 for Draisaitl, 21 for Crosby, 21 for Yzerman, 21 for Messier, 21 for McKinnon, Larkin with 13. Looking at goalies, Martin Brodeur, 57 wins in 68 games played, 9 shutouts, a 915 save percentage, and a 2.06 goals against average, 11 wins in 15 games played for Michael DiPietro, 1 shutout, an 897 save percentage, so not really that good. A 2.51 goals against average is not bad. Why not finish our theme team series with another three-peat? We've only seen 4 of them all year. Let's get number 5 going. First 3 games against Vancouver are a loss, a win, and a win. Thankfully, winning the next 2 after losing the first one. Game number 4 sadly is a loss, so it's a best-of-3 series. Vancouver looking to spoil everything. A 5-2 win in game number 5 gives us the advantage that we have 2 chances to put them away. And we do it in game 6 with a 7-1 victory. I'm telling you, I cannot talk to save my life. Dallas Stars in round number 2 is a loss, a win, and a win. So once again, starting down, but battling back up, be leading the series 2-1 and make it 3-1, a 7-1 win in game number 4. Not closing them out in game number 5, so hopefully doing it in game number 6, but it doesn't happen. 2-1 loss to Dallas. Jake Ottinger wants to spoil everything. I should be fancy simming right now, but I'm going to trust the process. Game number 7 is a 7-3 win, and we move on to face San Jose in the conference finals. How did San Jose make it here? No offense to San Jose. I feel like them making it to the conference finals is a pretty big upset deal. Let's see if they can upset our massive season. They absolutely cannot. We're up 3-0. We have to get reverse swept, and it ain't happening. We score almost 6 goals in every game. We're gonna have some comp in the Stanley Cup finals as we face Carolina. This is for the three-peat. If we get the three-peat, we can get the six-peat, right? First 3 games against Carolina are a win, a loss, and a win, so it's not going to be super easy. We are up 2-1. A game 4 win pretty much seals the deal, and it's a 6-5 overtime win. We have to turn into the Golden State Warriors and blow a 3-1 lead to not win this, and it's not happening. A 4-2 win in game number 5 gives us our three-peat. Oh, looks like Lemieux is winning the Conn Smythe once again as he breaks the goal record by 1 goal, dropping 20 with 37 points. No one else on the team even had 10 goals, I don't think. No, 9 for Draisaitl, 9 for Yzerman, 9 for Matthews, 8 for McKinnon, Crosby, Kane, and Panarin, and then 7 for Larkin. And in points, 37 for Lemieux, 25 for Draisaitl and Messier, 23 for Kane, 22 for Crosby, Panarin with 21, and 19 for Matthews and Yzerman, and then 16 for Chelios. Obviously, Brodeur doing amazing. 3 shutouts this time, a 914 save percentage, and a 2.16 goals against average. So we get it done. And the awards are literally the exact same as last year, but Lemieux did not win the Frank J. Selke this time. Bergeron did. Conn Smythe matters the most in this, and Conn Smythe goes to Mario Lemieux. West complete. 3-0 for Stanley Cups. Now let's move to the Eastern Conference. Our first season in the East is a 66-11-5 record performance, 137 points, obviously first in the NHL. Leon Draisaitl is actually the point leader for this year with 92. Lemieux dropped the second with 86, Matthews 81, Panarin 77, Messier 77, Kane 74, Yzerman 74, Crosby with 69, and McKinnon with 59. Once again had 9 20-goal scores, 49 for Lemieux, 42 for Kane, 36 for Matthews, 34 for Draisaitl, 27 for Yzerman, 24 for McKinnon, 22 for Panarin, 21 for Crosby, and 21 for Messier. Not great stats for Martin Brodeur this time around. I mean, he won 53 of 68 games played, but he had an under 900 save percentage, 897, which is kind of weird, at 2.51 goals against average. Michael DiPietro, 17 games played, 13 wins, 2 shutouts, a 916 save percentage, a 2.04 goals against average. That's what I'm talking about. Give him the Vezina. I don't care if he only played 17 games. I want it to be him. I mean, I know he's not winning, but it would be cool. And now we start a quest that we never thought would even be remotely possible. The quest for the 6-peat. We did the 3-peat in the West. Now we just have the 3-peat in the East. Toronto Maple Leafs. First round of our first playoff series in the East, and we're up 3-0. Basically already over. They do win 1-0 in game number 4. They don't win game number 5, and we move on to the second round. We'll be facing the Tampa Bay Lightning in round number 2. Can we get it done? A loss, a win. Not the start we wanted. It's okay, we recover. We will recover, no problem, game number 4, right? Yep, 4-1 win. We need to come out on top. We do with a 3-0 win. And now we have 2 chances to put away Tampa Bay. And we get it done in game number 6 with a 6-2 win. Rematch with Carolina. We beat them the first time around. Let's do it again. Conference finals this time instead of Stanley Cup finals. We're up 2-1. Game number 4 is a loss, so it is a 2-2 series. Going into game 5, meaning game 5 is basically must-win territory, and that is not a win, my friends. That is a loss, 7-5. We have to win 2 games in a row, or the Six-Peat is dead. I'm not going to fancy sim. I don't regret it. A 6-0 win. We are fancy simming game 7, though. There's history on the line here. And if I'm going to go down, I want to go down with the fancy sim. First period is sadly 1-0 Carolina. Fast scores on Brodeur. Second period, we tie it. Mario Lemieux drops a goal on Frederik Andersen, and we 8-time speed. We watch. That's not the start I had in mind. They score 11 seconds in. We get a power play. We can't score. This is game 7 of the conference finals. We tie it. Patrick Kane on Frederik Andersen, but they get a power play. They can't. It's a long power play. It was so long, they score on it. I think we got like a game misconduct or a double minor. And it's actually going to cost us the Six-Peat unless we can get a buzzer beater moment. Can we do it? We cannot. We lose 3-2. I need to look at this penalty. Who costed us everything? Who did it? Double minor Dylan Larkin. You stupid, stupid man. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here looking into it. So at 13:48, we took a delay of game penalty. And at 13:33, we took another delay of game penalty. And then 13:16, Dylan Larkin takes a double minor. So we were on the penalty kill forever. And now the rest of the video feels pointless. I mean, it obviously isn't, but it kind of feels that way, doesn't it? Austin Matthews, 10 goals to lead the team. 7 for Lemieux and Yzerman, 6 for Draisaitl, Messier, and Crosby, 5 for Kane and Larkin, and 3 for McKinnon. We definitely can't blame Martin Brodeur. 3 shutouts at 9.25 save percentage and at 1.94 goals against average. Very, very crushing defeat, I am not going to lie. And the Carolina Hurricanes do go on to win the Stanley Cup. So we have 2 more years in the East. Let's at least win 1 cup, please, boys. We can't come out empty-handed here. Here at number 2, we finish 66, 11, and 5. 137 points. We're first in the NHL. Unsurprised. We're getting first in the NHL every year, let's be honest. 97 points for Lemieux leads the team. We got 92 for Matthews, 87 for Panarin, 86 for Kane, 84 for Draisaitl, 76 for Yzerman, 73 for Messier, 71 for Crosby, and 54 for Chelios. And then looking at goals, 8 20-goal scorers, 49 for Lemieux, 43 for Matthews, 40 for Kane, 27 for Yzerman, 23 for Crosby, 23 for Panarin as well, 22 for Draisaitl, 20 for Messier, and then 18 for McKinnon. Goaltending, 49 wins in 62 games played for Brodeur, 7 shutouts at 9.10 save percentage, and a 2.27 goals against average. Michael DiPietro, 17 wins, 24 games played, 1 shutout at 8.93 save percentage, so kind of meh. We don't like the under 900, and then a 2.54 goals against average. We need a cup in the East to be satisfied. We have to get that done. First round opponent, New York Rangers. First 3 games, we're up 2-1. They take game 2, 4-3. We're fine with that. We're definitely fine with that. We're up 3-1. Not worried at all. Now slightly worried. They win game 5, 4-2. As long as they don't win game 6, which they did. Fine. No fancy sim required. You know what? The fancy sim let us down. We're going in raw. Show me the W. There's the W, a 4-2 win in game number 7. Like I said, nothing to worry about. Tampa Bay Lightning in round number 2. We win, we lose, we win, so we're up 2-1 once again. Game number 4 is a W, which means once again, nothing to worry about. I'm so confident I'm simming the rest of the series, and nothing bad could possibly happen. Look at that. Easily beaten. I move on to the conference finals to face the Washington Capitals. I don't think we faced them yet today. I don't remember facing them, but I have bad memory. How's this going? Win, win, win. So we're up 3-0. We have to get reverse swept. It's not going to happen. Tell me it's not going to happen. Thank you. A 4-3 win in overtime in game number 4. Moves us to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time on the Eastern Path, where we're facing the Colorado Avalanche, actually. I don't know why I say actually as if I should be surprised, because I'm not surprised. First 3 games, win, win, win. Thank you very much. I'm still salty we lost last year. I'm not going to get over it. A 4-0 sweep of the Colorado Avalanche, and we get our 4th Stanley Cup of the day. Does this make Carolina my enemies now, because they're the ones that ruined our Six-Peat? I mean, I have to see if we win our last season first before I get that into it, but might have to happen. Kane had the most goals and the most points, 26 points to lead the team, 21 for Lemieux and Matthews, 19 for Draisaitl, 18 for Yzerman and Panarin and Crosby, 15 for Messier, and 12 for Chelios. Kane with his 13 goals, Lemieux 11, 9 for Matthews, 7 for Yzerman and Draisaitl, 5 for McKinnon, 4 for Messier, Chelios, and Tkachuk. Martin Brodeur gets 16 wins, obviously, with the cup win, a 9.06 save percentage, and a 2.44 goals against average. No shutouts this time, doesn't matter. And the Conn Smythe finally goes to someone else, Patrick Kane getting the job done. And our final season record is 66, 12, and 4, 136 points. First in the NHL every single season. I don't feel like anyone is surprised about that. 87 for Lemieux was the top, 83 for Draisaitl, 81 for Matthews, 78 for Messier, 75 for Panarin, 73 for Crosby, 67 for Yzerman, 64 for Kane, and 57 for Chelios. And goals, Lemieux led with 44, Draisaitl had 36, Matthews had 33, Kane had 28, Crosby had 24, Panarin had 23, Messier with 21, McKinnon with 19, and Yzerman with 18. And Michael DiPietro, 12 wins in 16 games played, 2 shutouts, a 921 save percentage, and a 1.99 goals against average. He has been the perfect backup the entire time. I love it. It was kind of a memey pick at the time, but in reality, we all just knew that he's the true GOAT. And Martin Brodeur, 54 wins in 67 games played, 8 shutouts, a 910 save percentage, and a 2.18 goals against average. It's time. Final playoff time. There's not really much on the line here. We already got our cup in the East. We can't play for our 3P in the East because we lost the first season. So this is just for funsies, basically. And to determine if Carolina is now our enemy for spoiling our 6-Peat. I blame EA for giving us a double minor when their game doesn't have any blood in it. How can we get a double minor? Show me the blood, EA. Show me the blood, and then I'll accept it. Anyway, Pittsburgh in the first round of our final playoff run. It's a win and then back-to-back losses, so that's interesting. Game number 4 is basically a must-win. We do get it done. Tie the series 2-2. Game number 5, also a win. We have 2 chances to put away Pittsburgh, and we get it done in game number 6. Toronto Maple Leaf in the second round. Win. We sure can. There's no way we're getting reverse swept by Toronto. In fact, we sweep them with a 2-1 overtime win in game number 4. And we'll not be getting any revenge on Carolina as the conference finals will be us versus Tampa Bay. First 3 games are a win, a loss, and a win. So we're up 2-1. Game number 4, also a win. We're up 3-1, which if there's a team to choke to, Tampa Bay wouldn't be that surprising. They take game 5 3-2. They could take game 6, but they don't. It's a 5-2 win. And our final playoff series is against the Edmonton Oilers in the Stanley Cup Finals. Can we get it done? Capture our 5th cup. I believe the first theme team of MVPs also got 5 cups, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to go look and make sure that's true. The first 3 games, we're up 2-1, 3-2 overtime win, and then a 4-3 overtime loss in game number 3. Giving Edmonton a sign of life. Can they keep it going in game number 4? They cannot. A 6-0 win. I can't believe we actually lost to Carolina. It's going to cost us our 6-Peat unless something crazy happens, but nothing crazy does happen. And your theme team MVPs capture 5 of 6 possible Stanley Cups. I really wish we got all 6. And Leon Draisaitl looks to be your Conn Smythe winner. 11 goals, 17 assists, 28 points. Messier tied him in points, only dropping 7 goals, however. 24 points for Matthews and Lemieux, 16 for Panarin, 15 for Kane and Makar, 14 for Yzerman, and 13 for McKinnon. And then goals, Matthews actually had the most with 13, Lemieux had 12, Draisaitl 11, and then Messier 7, Crosby and McKinnon 5, and then 4 for Panarin, Kane, and Larkin. On a final look at Martin Brodeur, 1 shutout, a 911 save percentage, and a 2.28 goals against average, obviously winning 16 games to capture the Stanley Cup. And then the Conn Smythe goes to Leon Draisaitl. Just like that, we are done with the theme team series. It was so much fun to make. I think we're still going to do theme teams to close out the year. But in terms of taking MVPs from teams and putting them all together, this is the final time. We still have the alphabet series, which is basically the same thing. So it's not going away completely. But the final thing for you to do is to let me know who you think the super MVP should be. And there is a guy named Super Mario on the team, and he did play pretty good. So it might be him. But at the end of the day, like always, it is up to you. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.